Introducing our children to God's wonderful world. Real children need real experiences, things they can touch, feel, smell, even break. This is especially true of the world God made, His world, His gift to us. May one or more of our activities help your family break through the artificial barriers, electronic games, television, and busyness that keep us and our children from experiencing the world God meant for all of us. A world of harmony and growth, a world of living things, a world of planting and harvesting. Every child should have a magnifying glass. It turns even the smallest bit of lawn into a wonderful jungle of tiny bugs and flowers, little mushrooms and small seeds. It turns the human body into bits of hair and pores, wrinkles, big lips, and funny-looking eyes. There is nothing to help introduce creation so well as a magnifying glass or an expensive microscope. These are the children who will become doctors, plant breeders, and a few, the really curious ones, researchers. Every child should have at least one collection, his or her own mini museum. If it fits in an egg carton, things like rocks, seeds and seed pods, pine cones, bark from a tree, seashells or acorns, you can keep it in your room till it starts to smell. If it's alive, you can keep it till dark in a peanut butter jar, covered with a bit of nylon stocking and a rubber band. If it's a lightning bug, you can keep it until midnight. Flowers for the cook. In parts of Russia, it's a custom that those who don't bring a flower for the cook don't eat. This custom encourages children to notice and acknowledge what others do for them. We can't send them out to pick the neighbor's flowers, but a bit of grass, leaf, or twig from a tree allow a child to add something to the table. Walking is a great model for relating to our children. It helps us view them as fellow travelers and not simply more baggage we tow through life. The number of walks is endless. Backward walks, blindfolded walks, speed walks, camera walks, man on the moon walks, very slow, bird-watching walks, magnifying glass walks, walks in the rain. Even if it's not raining, I always take an umbrella because of dogs. Open the umbrella in front of a dog and he runs away. Stargazing walks, listening walks, where you take 20 steps and close your eyes and listen. Sunset walks, sunrise walks, cloud-gazing walks, and last of all, on Sunday, a thank you God for your wonderful world walk. Without a parent's sincere daily effort, most children will never know what it's like to be immersed in the world God made for us. A daily dunk where they're free to touch and examine, to enjoy the wonders of the earth, wonders God intended for each of us. Walking just 5 minutes a day is a perfect first step to knowing God and the world He made. Do your best on each walk to comment on the beauty or harmony of the creation. Try asking children questions like, why did God make grass or trees or mosquitoes? Or what would we do if God had not made clouds? Tire garden. A key lesson for children is that just as you must plant seeds if you want to pick flowers, you must plant faith if you want to harvest God's promises. Almost any service station will give a child an old tire. Fill it with potting soil. Garden soil is cheaper, but does not work nearly as well. Plant 5 or 6 cucumber seeds or a tomato plant. To draw butterflies and caterpillars, sprinkle your garden with dill seed and maybe a butterfly plant or two, Asclepias tuberosa. For instructions on an easy-to-make butterfly hatchery, visit www.bibleparent.com and click on Creation for Parents. May you plant hope and harvest joy. Bird feeding. God actually commands us to pay attention to birds, to the fact that He supplies all their needs, just as He meets ours. I've even heard Christians referred to as having two wings, one called trust and one called obey. Personally, I keep somewhere between 5 and 7 bird feeders. To download and print a recipe for bird putty, a great homemade, no-cook suet, visit www.bibleparent.com and click on Creation for Parents. May these activities help you and your children escape the man-made media world that surrounds us all, and find in God's world a sense of wonder, a sense of majesty, a sense of His presence and love for each of us. If we protest the media world that's drowning our children, we must offer them an alternative, the best world anyone could live in, God's world. Charles White is a retired Christian preschool teacher with a lifelong interest in creation. View other activities for children and White's nature art at www.bibleparent.com and click on Creation for Parents.